Hello viewers, I am Maitli. Today we are going to see 12 CBSE Maths Matrices and Determinants Introduction. This is an introduction video of matrices and determinants. You have not learned matrices before. This is the new chapter for you this year. Now what is matrix? Matrix is nothing but an arrangement of a rectangular arrangement of constants, variables, algebraic expressions. So it is just an arrangement of numbers in a bracket. Now arrangements or number or variables or any algebraic expressions. Now we need to know what is the order of a matrix. This is very important because order comes as row by column. This is called as by, not into. M into n, that is m by n means row by column. Always remember, first one is row, then column. Remember as Red Cross, Royal Challenge. If you remember that way, row comes first, then the column. So first one represents the rows, number of rows in the matrix. The second one will be your number of columns in the matrix. Now types of matrix. There are various types of matrix. Around 7 types are there. In that the first one is row matrix. Row matrix is that a matrix having only one row. Only one row is known as row matrix. It can have any number of columns but only one row. The same way the column matrix is that if it has only one column and any number of rows, then it is a column matrix. This is only one row, this is only one column. This is a rows and these are columns. Now a square matrix. Square matrix is that the row and column are equal. Here if there are two, here we can write this to be a 2 by 2 matrix because we have 2 rows and 2 columns. This is 3 by 3 matrix because we have 3 rows and 3 columns. So it is a 3 by 3 matrix. Here it is 2 by 2 matrix. This is a square matrix because the row and the column are equal. Now we will see the diagonal matrix. The diagonal matrix is that if you see the numbers, non-zero elements, the numbers in a diagonal, then it is called a diagonal matrix. The other thing will be 0. Here you can see here numbers are here. The same way we can see numbers are here. The rest of them are 0. So non-zero elements in the diagonals means the rest will be zeros, means it is a diagonal matrix. Now we'll move on to the scalar matrix. The scalar matrix is the same as the diagonal matrix, but we have different numbers here. For scalar means we know that it is the same. So if the numbers are same in the diagonal, then it is called a scalar matrix. The rest will be zeros. Identity means instead of other numbers, we will be having only one in the diagonal. So if you see only one in the diagonal, the rest elements are 0, then it is an identity matrix. Now zero matrix means there will be no elements inside the matrix, everything will be 0. If everything will be 0, then it is called a zero matrix. The zero matrix is also called as a null matrix. So these are the types of matrix. There are 7 types, so it's easy, quite easy. If you understand, it will be easy for you to write the sums. Now we'll move on to the addition and subtraction of a matrix. Addition and subtraction is quite easy. First element should be added to the first element, second element to the added to the second element. For example, if the matrix are equal, this is called as A11 because this element is the first row and first column element. The same way, this is the first row, second column element, this is the first row, third column element. So A13. This should be added to the same time. A11 should be added to the A11. A12 should be added to the A12. A13 should be added to the A13. The elements should be added on the same places for addition and subtraction. Same way, if the order is same only, we can do the addition or subtraction. If there is 3 by 2 matrix and if you have another 3 by 2 matrix only, we can add or subtract both the matrix. If the order is different, we can't do the matrix addition or subtraction. Remember that the order should be same for doing addition or subtraction. Yeah, I have done one addition, one example for you here. I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, the 2 matrix. Addition of the matrix is that adding first element with the first element, that is 1 plus 5 will be 6, 2 plus 6 will be 8, 3 plus 7 will be 10, 4 plus 8 will be 12. Here multiplication of matrix. Multiplication of a matrix is quite a different way. This will be total confusion. If you thorough with the matrix, it will be quite easy for you to understand the multiply. Now, if I am taking two matrix, the order of one matrix is m into n, m by n. The other matrix is n by m, means here the thing is the row, the column of the second one should be equal to the column of the first one. Only then we can do the multiplication. If not, if these two are not equal, multiplication is not possible. So remember that the column of the second one should be equal to the row of the first one. Only then, if these two are equal, only then multiplication is possible. If not, it is not at all possible. Here the final resultant of AB, multiplication of AB, will get m into p. This row into this column. This is the resultant. We can't do multiplication of BA here, because B we know that n into p. Here we know that m into n. For A it is m into n. As these two are not equal, BA is not possible for this matrix. The order is very important for addition, subtraction, multiplication. For addition and subtraction, orders should be same. But for multiplication, the column of the first one should be equal to the row of the second one. So remember that only then multiplication is possible. The resultant will be m cross p. Now, always remember, in matrix multiply, BA is not equal to AB. It is not possible for matrix multiply. Commutative property is not possible for multiplication, and associative property is possible. If I multiply A with an identity, you know that 1 in the diagonal. If I multiply A with 1, we know that any number multiplying with 1 we will have the same number. The same way AI is equal to A. Now multiplication with a scalar quantity. If I multiply any number 2 into any matrix, we can just multiply 2 inside as we used to multiply with the brackets. No? The same way we can multiply the scalar quantity inside a matrix. We need to multiply with every element. Now transpose of matrix. The transpose is also quite changing the row to column and column to row is the transpose. Transpose is nothing but changing the row to column and or column to row. Now interchanging the rows and columns are called the transpose. Transpose is denoted by A dash or A power T. A power T is A transpose. So transpose is denoted by this. A transpose, the old transpose is equal to A. If you do A transpose once, the same again you do the transpose of the element of the matrix, you will get A. So the row will turn into column. Again the column will turn into row, so you will get the question, that is A. So remember that A transpose, the old transpose will be A. A plus B, the old transpose, is equal to A transpose plus B transpose. AB, the old transpose, is equal to B transpose into A transpose. It is not just multiplying A transpose into B transpose. No, it is B transpose into A transpose. This two resultant you will get the same answers. M into A transpose, you can write M separately and A transpose. If M is a scalar quantity, I am just multiplying our number inside. Bringing the number outside also we can do transpose. It will be the same. Now we'll see the symmetric matrix and skew symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix is nothing but the transpose and A are equal. If the transpose and A are equal, then it is known as symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix means if A transpose is equal to negative of A, then it is known as skew symmetric matrix. So symmetric is nothing but the A transpose is the same as the question, means it is symmetric. If A transpose is the negative of all the signs will change in the way, means then it is a skew symmetric matrix. So that's all with the introduction. We'll see the sums in other videos. Thank you.